Hello, my name is Catherine Nardi. I'm excited to share more details about the Healthy After Hours program with you all. This nutrition related policy is being proposed to address the fact that the Montgomery County Public Schools (MCPS) school wellness policy does not regulate the nutritional content of foods that are sold on school grounds outside of the instructional day, for instance, at fundraisers or sporting events. This program is intended to ensure that MCPS students and the broader school community has access to healthy foods at all times in the school environment. Specifically, the Healthy After Hours policy will revise the current wellness policy, which states that foods sold at fundraisers, sports games, and other after school events are exempt from the USDA Smart Snack requirements, so that the nutrition standards will be consistent at all times on school grounds. With the enactment of this policy, the snacks, beverages, and meals sold at MCPS school concession stands, fundraising events, and in vending machines must also meet the USDA Smart Snack standards. Why exactly is this policy change needed? At least a third of MCPS students rely on school food options to make up the bulk of their daily intake. Research has shown that teenagers consume roughly a quarter of their total daily energy intake from snacks, including sugar sweetened beverages like soda. Increasing the quality of the snacks and beverages offered to high school students will ensure that this major component of the teenage diet is comprised of nutritious food and drinks, which will especially be impactful for the students that may be experiencing food insecurity or limited food access at home. Additionally, youth sporting events have been identified as hotspots for unhealthy snacks, and changing the status quo would offer a perfect opportunity to increase healthy food access for the entire school community. Similarly to concession stands, vending machines are also known to be stocked with competitive foods that appeal to junk food lovers, and children tend to choose the least healthy options available. By ensuring that all the options are up to par with the USDA Smart Snack standards, even the least healthy option would still be nutritious. What are the guidelines that the after school offerings would have to meet? The USDA Smart Snack standards were introduced in 2014 to regulate the snacks and beverages sold outside of the school meal program and include the following requirements. The item must either be a grain product that contains 50% or more whole grains by weight, or have the first ingredient as a fruit, a vegetable, a dairy product, or a protein food, or be a combination food that contains at least a quarter cup of fruit and or vegetables, and the foods must comply with the standards for calories, sodium, sugar, and fats seen below. Allowable beverages include water, unflavored or flavored low-fat and fat-free milk, 100% fruit or vegetable juice, and in high schools, beverages that are less than 60 calories per 12 fluid ounces. We suggest starting this program by introducing it in all MCPS high schools. High schools are subject to less restrictive USDA Smart Stack guidelines to begin with, and in MCPS, high schools are already featuring vending machines that are on timers, accessible only after instructional hours. High schools are also more likely than middle or elementary schools to host a fundraiser, sporting event, theater performance, or other after school activity. In addition to addressing the options in vending machines, in concession stands, and at fundraisers, the Healthy After Hours program would also require a cafeteria staff member to remain on duty until 6 p.m. so that students participating in after school activities can also have access to fresh foods like whole fruit, cut fruit, vegetable sticks, and smoothies. So, how would this new policy change affect the after school food options? Students would no longer have access to high sugar, high calorie, nutritionally poor foods like sugar sweetened beverages, including soda, Gatorade, and lemonade, candy, buttered popcorn, and high trans fat foods like packaged baked goods and french fries. While these football game favorites might be off limits, the Healthy After Hours program would involve students and community members to make sure that the newly introduced healthier options are still enjoyable. The county's director of school wellness would also be involved and will help to develop a list of options that schools can choose to introduce. This list might include choices like sparkling water, fruit juice, trail mix, or whole grain bars. From this list, students, PTA and booster club members, and community members will choose the menu by participating in taste tests. Competitions may also be introduced to help engage students and community members in the process, like offering a lottery ticket to those who buy one of the new food options at a sports games and asking that they then share their input for the new food on their ticket while they are simultaneously entered for a prize. In addition to including the school community, students, families, and school wellness director in this new program, community-based organizations like the Department of Recreation, the Montgomery County Food Council, and Healthy School Food Maryland may also be supportive of the menu changes. Involving school board members will also be helpful, particularly if the school needs financial support to implement the program. With one cafeteria staff member at each high school working later hours to ensure access to fresh snack foods, plus the traditionally elevated cost of healthy snack foods and the need to create new menus and creatively market the options to students, the Healthy After Hours program may need to be supported with grant funding, donations, or restructuring the budget that supports school meals. Fortunately, some research suggests that enhancing the nutritional content of school menus has not actually increased costs, so this change may not be particularly expensive. Why is this change so important? Students that participate in school sports, theater programs, clubs, and other after school activities tend to rely on the snack and drink options available at school until they go home. For many students from low income families, including the more than 30% of MCPS students receiving free and reduced price meals, the food that they consume at school makes up at least 2/3 of their total daily intake. It's critical that the options that they have access to are nutritious and will help them stay healthy and succeed. Based on previous research assessing the impact of healthy school food programs, the Healthy After Hours program is likely to lead to healthier eating behaviors amongst high school students, reduced risk of obesity, and improved academic performance. The Healthy After Hours program will also increase community access to healthy food, as community members attending the events and fundraisers can purchase the new menu options and enjoy similar benefits. The Healthy After Hours program earns an A+ to help improve school nutrition in MCPS high schools. Thank you for watching this presentation.